Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube segment, I'm going to be talking about the possibility of NBA superstar Kevin Durant coming to the New York Knicks. Now, this might be a very minuscule possibility, but it's fun to entertain, at least for me, because I'm a New York Knicks fan. Now, the New York Knicks have obviously been a franchise in disarray in recent time. They've only had 3 winning seasons over the last 15. Also, they've had 10 coaches during that time. Now, they hired Jeff Hornacek, and maybe he can help revive this franchise. The Knicks also acquired Derrick Rose, but who has been ravaged with injuries in recent time, I believe. So that's really, I don't know how alluring this could actually be for Kevin Durant. However, Knicks do have Carmelo Anthony, who has been known to be maybe a little bit egocentric, and people see him a lot as about self-aggrandizement and about me. But I think if you could have a healthy Derrick Rose and a healthy Carmelo Anthony next season, it's possible that the Knicks could, at the very least, win their division and maybe compete with the Cleveland Cavaliers, assuming that LeBron James will stay with Cleveland and they will retain Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. Now, also, last season was obviously not a good one for the Knicks. They were 32-50, third worst in the Eastern Conference, and their offense was one of the worst in the league, and they only averaged about 98 points per game. I think it was like the 4th worst overall, and the Knicks only managed 100 or more points in 34 of 82 regular season games. And the Knicks have only this is a team that's 49-115 over the last 2 seasons. And Kevin Durant is one of the best scorers and one of the best players in the NBA. And if anybody can augment the Knicks scoring next season, it sure would likely be him. Could you imagine having Kevin Durant, healthy Derrick Rose, and a healthy Carmelo Anthony for the entire season next year for the 2016-17 NBA season for the New York Knicks? The Knicks really have had not much to cheer about in recent time. In the last 15 seasons, the Knicks only have one season where they won 50 or more games, and this is a team that has not won an NBA title since 1973. So we're talking a 43-year drought for the New York Knicks. And the Knicks, even at home, have not really given much for the fans to cheer about. Over the last 2 seasons, the Knicks are a robust 28-54 at home. So maybe they could really, this franchise can really be rejuvenated if by chance they can actually acquire Kevin Durant from OKC. Kevin Durant is a free agent, and the possibility exists for the Knicks. My own feeling on Kevin Durant is that he's likely I think he's going to stay with the Thunder, because the Oklahoma City Thunder really did everything but go to the NBA Finals last season. I mean, this past season, they pushed Golden State Warriors to 7 games, and they had a 3-1 lead on it, but they just couldn't finish the deal, and Golden State showed their resiliency and bounced back and won the series 4-3. I believe Game 7 was pretty close, and I think really Oklahoma City Thunder really are the team right now that can come out of the West next season. They know, I mean, even though Golden State won 73-9 last season, they're obviously, to try to duplicate that will be very difficult. And if OKC can get the best record in the Western Conference, they would have home field advantage, and I think that could really strongly augment their chances of defeating the Golden State Warriors if they do meet them in the playoffs next season. So really, this is something where, as far as the Knicks go, it's really some reason for hope. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't really see Kevin Durant going to the New York Knicks. But the one thing that could be alluring for him is that the 2 other good players, the two good players that are on the Knicks right now, or I should say the very good players in Carmelo Anthony and Derrick Rose, what the commonality is that neither one has won an NBA title, and they're both very hungry for this. And that's what they have with Kevin Durant. And if they could somehow unify and they could somehow play cohesively and not let the egos get in the way, then you could be talking about a really a season next season for the Knicks that could be a phenomenal one, to say the least. But like I said, I don't see this happening. It could happen, but I think the chances of him either staying with OKC or going to Golden State are much greater than going to the New York Knicks. But hey, I'm a New York Knicks fan, and a guy can dream, and it's nice to speculate on this and to think that there's even some chance of him going as opposed to 0% as far as going to the New York Knicks next season. Well, anyway, people, this is Edwin Learnard, and until next time, stay well.